Good morning, Aries, and welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 19th of August. Before I start the reading, I am just really excited to let you know that I have got a new Oracle deck on the way, and this is the Angel Numbers Oracle deck because I don't know about you guys, but I do see a lot of angel numbers and synchronicities, and synchronicities in general. So let me know what numbers you guys see. And this Oracle deck, which actually only came out in March, so it's relatively new, offers an explanation, advice, all about the numbers. So I'm super excited for them. Anyway, Aries, let's get into your reading. Please, spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Aries for the week ahead and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Thank you. Okay. So the general energy for next week is the Knight of Wands. Lovely. Your opportunity is the King of Wands. Wow. So straight away, Aries, being the fire sign, fiery cards coming up straight away. Lovely. So Five of Swords is in your challenge. Eight of Cups is what you don't see coming. And the Queen of Wands in your advice. I love to see her. Fabulous energy. She's the epitome of a fire sign. She's amazing. So Knight of Wands in your overall general energy, which again, finishing off with the Queen of Wands is perfect. This is all about passion and enjoyment. It's like you're managing to enjoy life again. I feel like you have been through a really tough time lately, and it's almost like the fire has come back in your belly. You've got, I don't know, some sort of realization that's coming for you next week. Perhaps lots of social events coming up that's, going to just give you that spark back again, that zest for life. Maybe it's been lacking a little bit lately. The King of Wands is your opportunity. So this is the opportunity for you to really take control. Make sure that you're focused too on things that you want to have. He's very entrepreneurial. He's very determined, passionate, incredibly, he can turn his hand to anything too. So it's almost like you've got this opportunity to really showcase yourself again. Very Leo, very Leo. Five of Swords is in your challenge. So Five of Swords is very much in your head. There's thoughts going around in your head next week that maybe there's a bit of conflict and arguments going on. We will be doing some clarifiers about this, but often this is also about people overstepping the mark with you, just pushing your boundaries just a little bit too far. But we'll see. We're clarifying anyway. And look, I just said that. What you don't see coming is the Eight of Cups, where I said that boundaries perhaps are going to be pushed a bit too far. Maybe they are going to push you too far, because this is the feeling of walking away. Now, cups do represent our feelings, our emotions and relationships, but it can be just walking away from something that just isn't right for you, and you know it isn't. And it just can be a temporary thing too. It could be just you saying, that's it. I'm done for now. I need to go and have some time out. But your advice is the Queen of Wands and the outcome. And this is all about remembering who you are and you being back to you, because I feel like you haven't been for a very long time. Yeah, she's very, she's just party girl central, full of life, zest, vitality. She does like the attention. Maybe you've not been centre of attention for a while because you haven't been able to, because maybe you've been busy looking after everybody else, or work situation. Again, these are wands, so this could even be a work situation too, where something's just going to give you that desire for what your passions are. Lovely. Okay, we're going to clarify with the pocket-sized Light Seers Tarot. It's the Light Seers Tarot that we're using this week. So, Aries, Knight of Wands and your general energy, which, lovely. It's, yeah, you've got a lot of fiery energy next week. Get up and go. So, why do we have the Knight of Wands here, please, and thank you for Aries? We have the Four of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Wands again. I do love it when we get the clarifiers come up with who you are specifically too. So for the Knight of Wands, clarifying the Knight of Wands, your energy next week. Again, there's something going on at home. Maybe there's some parties planned, some events, just something that's going to bring everybody together again. It's also offering a little bit more stability within the home for some reason. Maybe there's been a little bit of wobbliness going on. It's also saying, look, you're back to you next week. This will allow you to come back to yourself. It's like a relief, I feel, for you, Aries, next week. It's like, oh, I'm so glad that's over. That stage is over. And the stage has been the Four of Cups, I believe. This is thinking, gosh, life is a little bit dull, dare I say. Not a lot going on, but be careful what you wish for, because I feel like you have had so much going on that perhaps you just want to now sit down and contemplate and look back and reflect. But don't do that too much, because you can miss other opportunities coming. But I do feel like you need that time out. The King of Wands is in your opportunity. Now, this could be a work colleague, actually, even. Or again, it could be, you've got the Queen and the King of Wands here, actually. Could be your partner, maybe. If it is, then it's a very fiery relationship, but exciting. Never a dull moment, I would say. But let's see, why is the King of Wands here in your opportunity? He literally, maybe there's somebody feels very protective around you, because that's what I'm feeling is protection here, rather than that fiery energy. But he's also very entrepreneurial. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and Nine of Wands. Gosh, like I said, very fiery energy. So Nine of Wands is, like I said, I feel like you have been through quite a lot lately. And perhaps you're still going through it a little bit. The Nine of Wands is all about determination, actually, and knowing it's really hard work, but you know you're nearly there. But it's also about setting boundaries, making sure that maybe in the past, you know, you feel like people have really overstepped the mark. And like I say, you've got the Five of Swords coming up, actually. So perhaps there's going to be some boundary issues for you next week. You need to be putting your foot down, being a bit more assertive. Like, no, you can do that. No, I'm not going to do that. Then we have the Page of Wands, which is very young kind of footloose, fancy-free energy. This is somebody who's, this could be a child around you that's just pushing their luck with you. just somebody very immature who are, yeah, just testing your boundaries at the moment. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is all about enjoying the fruits of your labor, really. It's been really hard work, like I keep saying. I do feel there's an element of relief coming for you next week, and you only get relief when you feel like you've just been through the mill, and I do really feel like you have. And this is about the opportunity to spend some money, maybe actually think, yeah, you know what, I deserve that. I deserve to go out and have this good time and have this party life back to me again, or not necessarily a party life, but just that 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 weight lifted off your shoulders is how I'm feeling here. And maybe that King of Wands is going to help you do that. As I say, this could be this is somebody in authority or has something more authoritative over you. It's like a boss-like energy. The Five of Swords is in your challenge. Maybe somebody is pushing their luck here, and you need to tell them, but there's a kind of like, gosh, I'm not sure how I'm going to approach this. I feel like there's something here where you are going to, as I say, you've got the Eight of Cups. Yeah, they're going to push you so much. You're going to say, okay, get on with it yourself. Let's see though. Why do we have the Five of Swords here, please and thank you? It's like you either want my help or you don't. If you do, you need to listen. Ah, that's so interesting. So the Five of Swords is clarified by the Six of Swords. Really interesting that you've got the Eight Cups next, which, as I say, is walking away, it's leaving. And this is about, again, moving on. This is about leaving the crap behind, if you like, and just moving into an easier way of life. But it's also about you taking control. Look, she's actually the captain of her own ship there. I feel like you need to put your foot down about something next week. As I say, there's boundaries that are going to be tested. You've got the Five of Cups here. This is going to be disappointing. Maybe you will feel a sense of loss over this, but it's also a sense of letting go of control, I think. If this is, somebody you're trying to help, sometimes you do have to think, to protect yourself. You're like, no, I'm done now. I have to protect myself. I don't want to go down into that deep, dark hole there that is a possibility there. I need to move on. I need to set my boundaries. I keep saying this is all about your boundaries next week, Aries. And you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is so lovely to see because this is about a situation moving on for the better. It's a very karmic energy too. So it's almost like what goes around comes around. So I feel like there's been somebody or some situation where you've put so much work into and it's not been recognized, but it is because it's coming back round to you. You will always get recognized in some way, shape, or form for your hard work. It will always be rewarded in the end. It's just a matter of patience. It's also the Wheel of Fortune is the number 10 in the tarot. It's a major arcana. And obviously 10s are all about new beginnings. So this is definitely something that you are leaving behind next week. Eight of Cups is what you don't see coming because I don't feel like you think you can do it. That Five of Swords tells me that. You're really like, oh my gosh, I know I need to, but I don't think I can. But I think you have to be cruel to be kind sometimes. If you are trying to support somebody or a situation or somebody at work, you do, and they're not listening, you know, in any situation, you do need to say to yourself, okay, get on with it. I'm off. I'll leave you to get on with it for a little while. It's not necessarily a permanent thing, but we'll see. Why do we have the Eight of Cups here? Please and thank you for Aries. It's like, how many times have I got to not tell you, but yeah, I feel like you're at the end of your tether. Seven of Swords, Three of Wands, and you've got the King of Wands again. Yeah, there's something to do with this King of Wands that that you're walking away from. Maybe he's got a very immature energy at the moment, which is what the Page of Wands is. He's acting a little bit selfish too. King of Wands can be. It's all about him. He loves the attention too. So, in clarifying this Eight of Cups, this feeling of like, yeah, I'm done. I don't need this, is the King of Wands again. We also have the Seven of Swords. And this is about betrayal and people keeping things from you. The King of Wands isn't the most romantic of persons. Perhaps he keeps his feelings and his thoughts too close to his chest. And it's almost like a sneaky energy that is portraying, maybe you don't trust, there's a trust issue here. Maybe there's going to be some information that, you know, is going to come to light that's been kept from you. What I always say about this card is if it's you keeping information or cutting communication from somebody, if it's for the greater good, there's not a problem. If you know in your heart of hearts that it's wrong, then you need to deal with it. So this could just be something like, for instance, for the greater good, it would be a case of, I need to tell somebody something, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it to myself for now because it's not going to be of any benefit to anybody yet. The plans need to be put in place first, or maybe I just don't need to get myself involved with them. I don't need to share my thoughts and communicate because I know how it's going to be received. But as I say, this could also be somebody being deceptive to you too. And the Three of Wands, look, again, it's like contemplating something about getting back to how you want to be. She's ready to ride the waves here. The wands are in place. It's like decisions are going to be made. There's more of a focus on you and what you want in life. And then the outcome and advice is the Queen of Wands. It's like, she's back. She's back. There's an opportunity. There's something coming where you're just going to feel like you again. I think somebody's had too much of you lately. Really tested you. Queen of Wands. Why do we have the Queen of Wands here? Please and thank you for Aries. Clarified by the Three of Pentacles. Okay. The Knight of Cups. And then Nine of Swords. So the Knight of Cups. Interesting. I feel like there's somebody is actually going to come and recognize your hard work and say thank you. I feel like this is a thank you to you. I think they're going to feel like, yeah, I have pushed my luck with this person, this situation. I need to come and make amends somehow and show my gratitude. This King of Wands perhaps is a little bit, you know, he's also a fire sign. But maybe he's just a bit fiery at the moment. You've got the Three of Pentacles, and this is about collaborative energy. So this is telling me the universe are wanting you to work together. There is potential for this to come back together again, because I really feel like this is an apology coming in or an offer of gratitude. And it's just going to make you think, and it's so true, isn't it? Because we can conjure up in our heads, they're so ungrateful. They never say thank you. I'm doing all this. And then just that one word, that one recognition that they go, oh my gosh, thanks so much for helping me with that. And everything just, it's like a magic wand has come along and just altered your way of thinking. And I think that's what's going to happen. And the Nine of Swords, look, this is about facing your fears. It's like you're going to sit down and talk to each other, get everything out on the table. This is advice and outcome. So whether you take that advice, if you take that advice, this is the outcome, yeah? Love that. So it's a bit quarrelly next week, I feel. But the advice is, but to both sit and work together as a team. Get that collaborative energy back again, because I feel like you have been. And again, it could even be a work situation. It could be a relationship. You obviously will know, excuse me, how that works for you. Now, the question is which oracle to go for. I'm going to go Gateway again. I do love the Gateway at the moment. Okay, this is Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. And whilst they look very simple, I love the explanations in the booklet that come with it. So what else does the universe have to offer and tell? What other messages there are for Aries for next week, please and thank you. So I can't wait to get my angel oracle. Okay, giving birth. Now don't panic. For some of you, you might be. Let's have a look. What's the little booklet say? Giving birth, what the universe wants you to know. Perhaps there is a quality project or talent within you that wants to be born. You have been nurturing and caring for it, and this is the perfect moment to share it with the world. Release it and let it soar. Give birth to your hopes and dreams. That timing is everything, and the time is now. So this is the time for you to come back to you and focus more on what you want in life. Perfect. I hope you enjoyed that, Aries. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Love these readings for you all the time. Have a superb week, and I'll see you next week with my new angel numbers. In the meantime, let me know, do you see angel numbers? And if you do, pop them in the links below, in the comments below. And these cards actually do give lovely definitions for those numbers. So interesting. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.